This is stunning.
Isn't it a gorgeous view? I love waking up to this every day.
Wasilla, Alaska's most famous private citizen still lives in the same house, the one she bought before she was a household name.
After the loss in 2008, did you come back here to kind of nurse your wounds?
Came back here, man, because gotta get back to real life, you know?
Did you feel like a loser?
Well, sure. I mean, you either win or you lose. And it's like, dang, I wish I could have added more, contributed more positively. Maybe there was no chance that we were going to win anyway, but anyway.
Wait, do you feel like you're to blame for the loss in 2008? Because people do blame you.
Well, it takes a team to win, so it takes a team to lose. I was part of the team that came in second out of 2. So yes, yeah, I mean, semantics, okay, words matter. You either win or you lose. We lost. That makes you not a winner at that time.
My running mate, my friend, Senator John McCain.
It all began, of course, in the summer of 2008, when Senator John McCain picked Alaska Governor Sarah Palin, a feisty 44-year-old mother of 5, to be his running mate.
The next Vice President of the United States, Sarah Palin.
At that moment, she had a lot going on in her private life. Her oldest son was bound for Iraq. She had a new baby with special needs, and she just found out her unmarried teen daughter, Bristol, was pregnant.
They say the difference between a hockey mom and a pit bull? Lipstick. How are you?
Sarah Palin was new to national politics, and sometimes it showed. Her every stumble was immortalized on late-night TV.
I believe that diplomacy should be the cornerstone of any foreign policy.
And I can see Russia from my house.
She also took a lot of heat for this awkward moment with then CBS News anchor Katie Couric.
And when it comes to establishing your worldview, I was curious, what newspapers and magazines did you regularly read before you were tapped for this to stay informed and to understand the world?
I've read most of them, again, with a great appreciation for the press, for the media.
But like what ones specifically? I'm curious that you...
all of them, any of them that have been in front of me over all these years. I have that.
So do you think, was that a fair question?
Sure, yeah. I had a crappy answer, but it was a fair question. I didn't like, though, the way that forever then, in these 7 years, that interview has kind of been stamped on my forehead as, she's an idiot. I just think in the context of the whole ball of wax that day or 2 days of an interview and editing, it wasn't real fun.
And in the end, it wasn't even close.
At this defining moment, change has come to America.
Let me show you something, for instance.
If 2008 was a hard year for Sarah Palin, 2015 hasn't been much better. She lost her job as a commentator for Fox News, though she won't exactly be going hungry.
See, like this season's moose.
This is all moose in here?
Yeah, this is all moose.
And this past May, her daughter Bristol's wedding to Marine Medal of Honor recipient Dakota Meyer was called off.
You mentioned that one of your disappointments this year was Bristol's wedding falling through, the marriage falling through. Bristol's pregnant again. That can't be how you saw this playing out. Unmarried and pregnant again?
Heck no, because being a single mom is, oh my goodness, my heart goes out to the single parents, but my enormous admiration for what it is that they're able to accomplish doing double duty. And I watch Bristol do double duty all the time, you know, with her little boy, Trip. You know, I can't wait for about 45 more days, and I'm gonna have a little baby granddaughter, and I'm happy about it.
You're looking at it like a blessing.
Absolutely, yeah.
Of course, there are those who say, come on, this goes against everything you stand for.
Well, the cool thing about putting your faith in God is he certainly is a God of second chances and third and fourth and fifth chances. I screw up all the time. The moose come.
She says she turns to scripture to help her through tough times. And as she writes in a new book, she's had her share.
I think that this book hopefully will express some of that, because there's a lot of admittance of the mistakes. There's admittance in the book about things that, oh yeah, I orchestrated that one, I pushed it too far, and I screwed it up. And God bless the United States of America. Thank you.
Palin's political future may be cloudy right now. Her opinions are as clear as ever.
There's this feeling that maybe instead of contributing to making things work, that you're part of the problem of people not being able to find a
Because
solution.
some of my comments are probably very candid and perceived as caustic to some. I do that because I know that I speak for a whole lot of people who are thinking the same thing but don't have a microphone or a stage, and they want somebody to say it, and I'll say that, and I'll call people out for doing something stupid, and I'll use the word stupid.
Do you worry that that's too divisive?
I think too many people worry about being too divisive, or they worry about the politically correct police who will tell them, to sit down and shut up because you're politically incorrect. I'm like, that's part of the problem in our country right now.
Welcome back to the Republican presidential debate.
I want to move on to 2016. If you had to choose one standout candidate in the GOP field, who would it be?
Right now, I would say that fighter is Donald Trump because he's got nothing to lose. He doesn't have to be bought or sold, obviously, especially when it comes to contributions. He is his own man.
I may leave here and you may say, oh, that was not nice what he said. Who cares?
But at the moment, there are more important people in Sarah Palin's life.
How did you do at school today, though?
Trig, her youngest, is now 7.
Did you get to go on the slide on recess?
Yes.
And did you get to, was your job to push the kids down the slide?
Yes.
Being a full-time mom never slowed her down before, and it doesn't now.
I still usually write something every day for my Facebook page because I want to keep our 5 million people whom we reach informed about issues that I think they need to start talking about. And then, my goodness, before we know it, it's time to give you a bath, right? Is that fun? You don't like bath? No. How about brushing teeth? No, he doesn't like that either.
So you would leave this to go back on the campaign trail?
This will always be home. I would know that I could always come back here.
Translation, she'd jump at the chance.
You're willing to run again?
I'd be willing, that's a good way to put it.
Sarah Palin really can't see Russia from her house. She never actually said she could. But what she can see is even better.
And see, you see a lot of silver lining here, don't you? You see, a lot of, there's clouds, but man, there's light coming through the clouds all the time. And I have the illustration every day here in Alaska of beauty in more ways than one. I look around and I get to see the beauty of God's creation. And man, it makes me appreciate it. Yeah, see that?